The world we see is only a fraction of the truth. Behind the veil of time, the light is shifting. History remains unbound, waiting for a lens sharp enough to capture the anomalies buried in our soil and the signals pulsing from the stars. Adjust your focus. This is Echoes Unbound. Deep beneath the sands of Saqqara, within a labyrinth of limestone, lies a mystery that breaks the laws of ancient history. A subterranean vault holding the impossible. Discovered in 1851 by Auguste Mariette, the Serapeum contains 24 of these colossal granite boxes. Each one is a mathematical masterpiece hidden in the dark. Mariette used explosives to enter the sealed vaults, expecting to find the treasures of kings. Instead, he found boxes so large they defied the tunnels themselves. The weight isn't the only problem. It's the fit. The lid and the base are so perfectly flush they create an airtight seal, requiring precision across surfaces spanning meters. Mainstream history claims these were tombs for the sacred Apis bulls. But when these massive lids were finally pried open, the boxes were found to be entirely empty. If these were mere coffins for bulls, why use granite, one of the hardest stones on Earth? Why invest thousands of man-hours into a finish that no one would ever see? The logistics of the Serapeum are a nightmare for modern engineers. The tunnels are barely wider than the boxes themselves, leaving no room for 1,000 men to pull ropes. There is no room for leverage, no room for error. Every box placed here represents a triumph of engineering that we still cannot fully explain today. When engineers bring modern tools into these tunnels, they are shocked. The interior corners of these boxes are a perfect 90 degrees, measured to within a fraction of a degree. This isn't just good craftsmanship. This is optical-grade precision. The surfaces are flat to within 10,000ths of an inch, a standard used in modern aerospace. Mainstream archaeology suggests these were carved with copper chisels and stone pounders. But copper is softer than granite. It would be like trying to cut a steak with a butter knife. To carve granite with such flat, mirror-like surfaces, you need a material harder than the stone itself. You need industrial abrasives and consistent, high-speed friction. Today, we use diamond-tipped saws and CNC machines to achieve this level of accuracy. Yet, we are told the dynastic Egyptians did this with their bare hands and grit. Look at the hieroglyphs on the boxes. They are shaky and crude, almost like graffiti added later. They contrast sharply with the machine-like perfection of the boxes themselves. This suggests the people who wrote on the boxes were not the same people who built them. They found these relics and claimed them, but lacked the tools to match the quality. Why build a box with such internal perfection if it was only meant to hold a carcass? Every detail points away from ritual and toward functionality. Granite is rich in quartz, a piezoelectric material. When put under extreme pressure or vibration, it generates electricity. This has led to a startling theory. The Serapeum is part of the Saqqara complex, dominated by the Step Pyramid. Some theorists believe the entire site was a massive subterranean power plant or resonator. The boxes are tuned. Their dimensions may have been calculated to resonate at specific frequencies, turning the entire tunnel system into a gargantuan machine. The airtight seals suggest that whatever happened inside these boxes needed to be contained, whether it was vacuum, pressure, or resonance. The design is industrial. Could the sacred bulls have been a later cover story for a technology the later Egyptians no longer understood? A way to explain the unexplainable. Modern experiments with granite and sound show that these boxes could indeed act as amplifiers. We are looking at a technology based on stone and vibration. The Serapeum was not a place of death, but a place of power. A subterranean engine that has been silent for thousands of years. But as the power faded and the builders disappeared, the boxes remained, waiting in the dark for a civilization that could finally measure them. The Serapeum is a mirror. It reflects our own technological limitations and challenges us to look deeper into the shadows of our past. It is part of a global puzzle. We are told these were built in the 13th century BC, but the precision tells us they were built by a civilization that understood stone not as a building material, but as technology. The truth is waiting in the dark. This is Echoes Unbound. Join the search for the architects of the impossible. Subscribe and unbind the history they told you was settled.